Oh Lord, pull up in that 04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
So, the Atlanta Falcons have played 13 games and they're 5-8. That's not good. They've also lost 4 of the last 5 games, including on Sunday here against the Pittsburgh Steelers before kind of a home game for Pittsburgh Steelers. But that's a whole nother story. A lot of Steeler fans, okay? But there's 2 questions that need to be asked here. So I'll ask them. Question number 1. Why is Marcus Mariota still the starting quarterback, or has been the starting quarterback for those 13 games when they're 5-8 and lost 4 of their last 5 games? Question number 2. Why has Marcus Mariota's backup, Desmond Ridder, not played 1 second this entire season? We'll talk about that. First of all, subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited for the greatest sports coverage of Atlanta sports teams right here on this YouTube channel. And we're sponsored by Prize Picks. Wonderful fantasy game. You can choose 2 to 5 players, various sports, go over or under. And right here, just put in this promotion code, ASU, as Atlanta Sports Unlimited, and you can win big time. Also, the book, The Real Hank Aaron, written by me, is doing extremely well. Last week I was at an event here in Atlanta at Manuel's Tavern. It was sold out, standing room only, but you still can get the copy of this book and I can sign it right here. www.therealhankaaron.com. Hey, let's get back to Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota, to paraphrase the late Dennis Green, he is who he thought he was. All right? He's slightly better than mediocre. I'm being kind. His passer rating is like 88 right now, which is about what it's been for his entire career. The 5 years or so he played, with the Tennessee Titans, and then he was a backup the 2 previous years with the Raiders. So then the Falcons pick him up this year, whatever, and so, but despite all that, you had Arthur Smith, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, saying that there was no circumstance. He said this a few weeks ago, Arthur Smith. There's no circumstance where Desmond Ridder is going to play this year. How smart is that? I mean, even if you go by that logic, okay, Marcus Mariota is a running quarterback, which means that the odds of him getting hurt is pretty high. So if he gets out of the game at some point, you're going to put in this rookie, Desmond Ridder, who's not played 1 second. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So now you got this situation where after yesterday's fiasco, or Sunday's fiasco, put it that way, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, you had Arthur Smith said that all positions are open and that there will be changes. So I know it's some of you are saying out there, you said, well, so that means with the bye week coming up here, the Falcons have 2 weeks to get Desmond Ridder ready. No, they don't. All right, this is the modern NFL. Hey, I covered the real Oakland Raiders 40 years ago for the San Francisco Examiner. Back then, they had real practices during training camp. They had real practices during the regular season. So, I mean, if you had a situation like this, you would have real practices to get a guy ready to play in real games. That's not the case now. I mean, this is a pending disaster. All right. So, here's the thing. We wouldn't have to worry about any of this, or talk about any of this. And the Falcons wouldn't have to worry about any of this if 2 years ago they didn't blow it in the NFL draft and use the 4th overall pick for a tight end, Cal Pitts, who's not playing by the way, instead of a franchise quarterback, Justin Fields from Kennesaw, Georgia. Did you see what he did on Sunday? Anyway, yeah.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me want to go for more. Pale